Hi, it's me again, Flora. I have been away for 2 weeks up in the Blue Mountains where I had intermittent Wi-Fi, so I've been out of the social media grid for a while, which was very uncomfortable. Today I am doing my ILN90-day video challenge. This is the first video of 90 videos. I had a different topic in mind for my first video, but something recent just happened, so I thought I might as well talk about it and archive this as part of my experience as a human being living on this earth. An hour back, I found out about a very close friend, someone who's really close to me. The person did something, it was a betrayal of sorts, and that really hurt, really hurt. It took me about maybe 20 minutes to process the entire situation, and I had to make a decision about what I was going to do. Because people will hurt you. They're not perfect, and whether they do it wittingly or deliberate or unwittingly, it's all part of dealing with relationships and relating. And but what is important is our response to things when people do things that hurt you, whether they do it intentionally or not. There is still a necessity for us to respond, and how we respond is important. And for me, having followed Jesus for quite a number of years already, I have taken to heart what he has talked about to his disciples about forgiveness, and this is something which is a core value in my life. I do get angry. I'm a hot-headed person. I do flare up. I do say things when I'm upset. But in the end, I do come clean also. I do confront, which is quite unusual in my own culture here in Asia. But the one thing that I have learned to do since I received Jesus in my life was to forgive. It's always hardest when it's with family members, because you live with them all your life, and they just know where to push those buttons, and get you all upset. But then what do I do in response? And so this recent incident that just cropped up was unfortunate, but I did confront the person. I was angry. I told the person that I was really upset about the thing because it felt like a betrayal, a real stab in the heart, I'm sure many of you can identify with that. And I needed time to just be alone to just process the situation and decide how I want to deal with it. So of course, in the end, I choose to forgive because it is something that I have taken to heart to do, Let me tell you about what forgiveness does for me. What I've learned is that there are a lot of bitter people, and I do not want to go to the grave being a bitter melon, I want to continue with my life being free from emotional baggage. And joining ILN, one portion requires you to get rid of garbage, physical belongings that you don't need, things that you hide in your nooks and crannies in your house, storage that you have not cleared, May I just add that, yes, you need to deal with your emotional garbage as well. Never, never, never carry excess baggage. That includes unforgiveness, resentment, bitterness, all because some dumb person didn't know better and decides to just hurt you, you know. Forgiveness is really apportioning grace to a person who doesn't deserve it for whatever he or she has done to you, because what it does is it releases the person from his action from you, you know, towards you. You release that whatever thing that gives you all these negative feelings, and just let it go so it doesn't stick to you. You don't want like stuff like resentment, bitterness sticking to you, because if you plan to move forward in your life, that's the last thing you need, to carry all that negative baggage, negative emotions. So what I did, I chose to forgive. We're okay now. We'll work on the relationship and the communication bit within this relationship that I have with this person. Yeah, so I guess I just needed to just tell you about my day, which started off not so well, but you know, I plan to keep my accounts really short with people, is to settle any kind of offenses if possible, if the person's still alive, and then, you know, so that I can just clear my emotional cache so I can move on with life. Because, you know, success and grace cannot be given to you, or favor for that matter, unless, you know, you have freedom, you know, and forgiveness is really the key to freedom. You know, if you hang on to things, you know, then there is no hand for you to have more that God wants to give you. So yes, so if God shows you there are things that you need to remove in your life, I would suggest that you do that sooner the better, because, you know, it's really, really gonna be so freeing for your soul and for your life as well. Okay, thanks for watching this. This is my first video out of 90.